My name is Jackal, and this is my
Review.
and today I'm here to talk to you about The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. So before I get into my thoughts, let me just read you the summary. Ropa dropped out of school to become a ghost talker, and she now speaks to Edinburgh's dead, carrying messages to those they left behind. A girl's gotta earn a living, and it seems harmless enough until, that is, the dead begin to whisper that someone's bewitching children, leaving them husks empty of joy in life. It's in Ropa City, so she feels honor bound to investigate, but what she learns will change her world. She'll dice with death, not part of her life plan, discovering an occult library and a taste for hidden magic. She'll also experience dark times, for Edinburgh hides a wealth of secrets, and Ropa's gotta hunt them all down. So that's the summary. Also, should note that it's not set in Edinburgh exactly, but an alternative Edinburgh where there's been some kind of catastrophe. The exact details aren't ever fully given in the book, but it's hinted that there was anarchy and dark times, and half the city's fallen into ruin. So one thing I want to start with is Ropa, the main character. So the summary hints that she feels honor bound to investigate, but that's not how I necessarily interpret her actions. So the initial call to adventure for this book is when a ghost approaches Ropa, asking her to carry a message to her son because he's missing and she wants to find him. And Ropa asks if can you pay? And the ghost cannot pay, and her family cannot pay. So Ropa's sorry, working for free is for suckers. And she refuses the call again and threatens to I think banish the woman if she approaches her again. And it's not until her grandmother tells her it's the right thing to do and you should do it that she accepts. So there isn't really an honor bound to investigate sort of angle to this. Um, you know, at least that's not how it seemed at first. And it's part of one of my problems is that the character is too hard for my liking. I understand that she's poor and therefore money is a big concern for her. But when a mother begs you to save their child and you say no, that's, even if your reasons are somewhat sympathetic, that's still audiences expect more differently from protagonists, but at least I do. Um, but yeah, so the start is the start is sort of not entirely pleasant. It's just setting up Ropa and her circumstances and the city. Um, Anyways, after the investigation proper starts and she finds the occult library, the eponymous Library of the Dead, that's when things start picking up. Uh, I and I enjoyed the investigation part of this book. There's some cool scenes, like the one where she gets stuck in this ghost house with this mysterious caretaker and missing children, and the missing children get taken by a demonic creature. The Milkman is his nickname. That stuff is a fun ride, but the Library of the Dead, it's cool, but it doesn't really feel like it had to be in this book, right? Because she she gets caught trespassing and it's a big deal, and then she gets inducted, and then she reads some of the books, and the book spends a few pages like detailing like the magical theories, and like there's like an equation, but that doesn't really like come up in this book. It doesn't really like matter. She never like uses those theories and applies it to like making the magic work for her or anything like that. She kind of just like uses magic once in the climax in a fit of emotion, and that's sort of it. And like if we didn't have like all of this explanation of like how the magic should work and like the equations behind it, I wouldn't mind that so much. But because we did, I expected that to matter, and it didn't really. Maybe it will in the next book. I don't know. I don't know if I'll even read the next book, but uh, it was sort of disappointing. Other than that, I like some of the side characters, especially like uh, the magician Ropa meets through the Library of the Dead, like Priya. She's like a fun character. She's willing to just sign up immediately and start this investigation with Ropa. Uh, and there's like a lot of like cool world building that goes on in the background about like Edinburgh and what happened and like how the magic affected the city and like changed everyone's lives, and I think that that stuff is cool. Yeah, that's those are sort of my feelings on the book. Overall, I'd say they're like somewhat positive, like a 3 out of 5.